Hi, it's Paul Browning from howtonetwork.net. Going to show you how to configure NAT Overload, often called PAT as well, port address translation, in around 60 seconds. Probably a bit longer actually, but there you go. So here's our diagram. Our NAT pool is 20.0.0.1 to 10. You can see all the IP addresses there. We're simulating networks on loopback 0 and loopback 1 on router A, and router B has a static route pointing back to router A. I'm designating loopback 0 and loopback 1 with IP NAT inside. We're going to have two different addresses so we can do some testing for the NAT inside. Our interface serial 0/0 is IP NAT outside. You're going to see some debug, NAT debugs there because I left debug IP NAT turned on. So our first command is IP NAT pool. I'll give it the name fast pool, and our pool of addresses is 20.0.0.1 to 20.0.0.10. You can choose either net mask or prefix length here. I'm going to choose a net mask of 255.255.255.0. So it's a /24 mask. Okay, we've got another NAT command to add, and it's IP NAT inside source list 1, which basically points to access list 1. The pool is fast pool, which is the name we gave our last pool. And overload basically tells the router to use port address translation or to overload any of the IP addresses. So you'll have tens of thousands of possible port numbers for every address. Okay, so that's the second command I've added. The last command I need is the access list to tell the router which addresses we're allowed to use with NAT. This is access list 1 permit 192.168.0.0 0.0.255.255. So basically any network address that starts with 192.168. So basically you've configured NAT. You could stop there, but just for demonstration purposes I'm going to do an extended ping. So I'm going to type ping, I'm targeting router B, press yes for extended commands, and I'm going to source it from interface loopback 0. So this is 192.168.1.1. Press enter a few more times and I've got debug IP NAT turned on, and you can see we have a translation from 192.168.1.1 to 20.0.0.1. So we can see a translation has taken place. If you want to see which port numbers we used, you type show IP NAT translations, and you can see here that 20.0.0.1 has used overload NAT to port number 4. You can use more advanced commands to specify which ports are allowed, and you can reserve ports or whatnot. I'm just aiming this for CCNA level. I'm doing an extended ping now, exactly the same thing. This time I'm going to source it from loopback 1, which is 192.168.2.1. All I'm doing here is just testing the pool again to see if it will give us another port number. So you can see the NAT has occurred again. And if you type show IP NAT translations, the last port number was 4, this port number should be different, and we can see port number 5 has been used, which is the next port number. So that's the end of the lab. Thanks a lot for watching.